our YouTube and Facebook pages. Jerry Coyne zooming in with Kevin McKinley, who is the director of the First Tee of Northern Michigan. Kev, happy golf season.
We made it. It
maybe
kind of
let's not
maybe
jinx it completely.
I know. Yeah, but there's definitely some Northern Michigan courses finally opening. So
yeah, that's right. This week we're going to see a lot of them. But you've been working real hard at on the First Tee inside of gyms, high school and middle school gyms all year long.
yeah, we by the time we're actually in a school today, down in Lewiston, Michigan. We'll be in Harbor Springs next week, and when it's all said and done, we'll have seen somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,500 kids in their gym class. But in addition to that, we actually have done something kind of unprecedented. We haven't. This will be the first time in our history that we actually have an indoor facility. So, and I'm actually sitting in it right now. So we partnered up with Petoskey Golf Center, who had a indoor facility, and they ended up vacating the indoor facility that we're in now and moved to a better facility for them. And we moved right in and actually have kids being able to do programming indoors on a year-round basis. So in addition to our winter time of doing school programs in schools, we'll also have some after-school programs and some Saturday programs that we can kind of stay in touch with our kids that sign up for our regular programming on a year-round basis.
That's fantastic. Are those simulator bays there?
Yep. So we have 3 opportunities for bays. Right now we have 2 simulators that are up and running, another bay that kids can come in and just hit balls in without a simulator. But Foresight Sports Simulator, we went out and were able to purchase a simulator just due to the great support that we get from our supporters here in Northern Michigan. As I think I've told you before, 91% of our funding has to be from fundraising, and the other 9% is what we charge our participants for participating in the program. And they're very, very inexpensive programs. And then also we allow anybody to participate. If there's a need, we offer scholarships at a no questions asked. So
it sounds to me, Kevin, like the growth of the sport is across the board. Guys and gals getting back into the game, and more kids stepping in thanks to programs like yours.
Yeah, you can kind of see working in this program for the last 3 years. It happens both ways, where parents are golfers and they want their kids to participate, but man, working in this program, you've actually seen the opposite happen as well, where kids are getting into the game and maybe their parents don't actually play and they're bringing their parents along. We have not many parent-child events, but there's a handful every year that we do that. And so we're actually seeing some adults get into the game because their kids are falling in love with it.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that when I was at your event last year in Gaylord, that some of the kids knew well more about the game than their parents did. And you're talking about 7 and 8 year old kids.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's part of our mission too with First Tee is to teach them not just the rules of the game but how the game can actually carry over into life skills as well. And so every single program that we run, this is including when we go into schools. It's not like we just go put a club in their hand and teach them the golf aspects. We actually always have a bridge to life, a carryover from how golf can teach you about life.
Yeah, that is probably the thing that fascinates me the most, is the tradition, the sportsmanship, the fair play aspect, taking the lumps that the game will give you reasonably. Not, let's not look at Sergio Garcia. That was unbelievable, but
Yep, I'm astounded sometimes by how they behave out there. On the flip side though, golf can be extremely frustrating,
Oh yeah.
but again, being able to, and that's the beauty of it, and how it can teach those life skills. Is life can be frustrating as well, and it's just how you roll with it and how you're able to deal with certain things coming your way.
Yeah, give me a little cross section. These kids that now have been through the program for 3 years, some of them I'm sure have been with you all the time. How is the growth? Do you see, is there a percentage dropout? Obviously some of the kids they don't continue in the program. What's that percentage like?
Yeah, I can't give you an exact percentage, but
No,
I
I
will
didn't.
tell
Yep.
you that the one of the big things that First Tee National, of course, this is a national program, and we're a chapter of that national program. 5-ish years ago, they started noticing that this was an issue, that the 7 to 12-year-olds, very very big number there, and then all of a sudden they got to be a teenager, and certainly other things start to take precedent at that
Sure.
time. So we're
Yeah.
competing against other things, and the American development model says play as many things as you possibly can, but there was a inherent strategy to try to make sure that we maintained that teen population. So rather than kind of giving you the bad side of that, I'll kind of give you the good side, and some of the things that we're doing to keep them in. One is PGA Junior League. So this is a program
Right.
sponsored by the PGA of America, probably the best thing that's ever happened to PGA golf. And when it initially started, it was a 13 and under program. And probably 6 years ago, the PGA of America said, well, these kids don't want to age out. They want to keep with the program. So now
Right.
it's 17 and under. And so we're seeing a lot of kids, because it's a competitive aspect. They get uniforms, they have their names on their back, they have a number that they get to choose on their back, but
Awesome.
they're playing great golf courses week in and week out. It's not just an instructional program. So that's kind of what we're seeing with the teens, is if we can kind of move them from the pure instructional programs to getting them on the golf course. So PGA Junior League was one strategy, and then we have what's called the Advanced Academy, and very, very cool. And I kind of will give you some numbers on this. In the past 2 years, we've actually doubled the participation in our Advanced Academy. And these are kids that it's an invite only scenario. So we have to have seen that their golf game is getting better, but also that their life skills, and they're a good kid. We don't want kids that are not going to adhere to the core values that we preach on a day in, day out basis. So those two things, PGA Junior League and our Advanced Academy, we're actually seeing growth in those programs, and it's a lot from that teenage age group.
That is outstanding. I know when you first got into First Tee of Northern Michigan, you wanted to grow this on so many levels. You've got to be so proud of how that's worked.
Yeah.
Are we disturbing you?
Well, it's kind of great. We got some kids walking in the door right now that are going to have a little golf practice here. So that is a great thing to see. But ask that question again. I apologize.
No, I just was talking about, I've known you for a long time, from your times at Treetops and growing the Pepsi and the Folds of Honor stuff and everything else. And you brought that same mindset to the First Tee, and it's got to be so gratifying that it's worked out. It sounds like it's probably better than you even envisioned it.
It is. I mean, it was already unbelievable supporters that I inherited. But using contacts and that I've made over the years at Treetops and through the PGA of America and my service to that, I think people donate to causes for a few different things. One, the cause has to be something that they believe in, and First Tee is very, very easy to get behind when you're talking about not just making good golfers, but making great people. That's an easy cause to get behind. But in addition to that, it's the people that are working for that cause. and do they have a relationship with me as the executive director, with our program director Logan, with our lead coach Peyton? It's the people that are working in that organization that people like to support as well. And yeah, I mean, our revenues have basically doubled in the time that I've been here. But again, it's outside support. It's not what we're charging the kids, because that's very, very nominal. It's the outside support. It's people believing in the mission that we're preaching.
Very quickly, Kevin, I know you've got the spring and summer programs are opening now. It's as simple as going to First Tee of Northern Michigan to find out where and how to sign up.
Yeah, both that and to support First Tee of Northern Michigan. We have a great golf card, a discount golf card, 54 golf courses that you can get discounted rates, $39 midweek, $49 on the weekend to play some courses that are 3-digit golf courses that are up over $100 greens fees. So you can buy a card and support First Tee, but then also play discounted golf all summer. But yes, so that website, firstteenorthernmichigan.org, you can find out both of those things. One, how to sign your kids up, and two, how to support First Tee.
Kevin McKinley, thanks for taking time out. I know you were super busy, and for great reasons, to continuing to grow the game at the grassroots level here in Northern Michigan. Fantastic work. I really praise and give you all the kudos that you deserve.
Thank you, but it's a great team behind me, so I appreciate that, Jerry, and I appreciate you reaching out and allowing me to spread the word.
No problem. We'll be back in touch before the middle of the season. Now, hopefully I run into you at one of your clinics. It's always a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We'll be out there.
We'll be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com. Kevin.
Imagine your ultimate golf experience. There's a good chance it's Michigan's Magnificent 11. 11 spectacular courses from Boyne Golf, varied in both topography and play. Boyne Golf was named the #1 best golf destination in USA Today Reader's Choice 2025. And the Highlands at Harbor Springs is the #2 golf resort in that same USA Today poll. The ultimate golf experience. That's Michigan's Magnificent 11.
Ian Murphy from the Iron Pig here. We spent a lot of time reinventing our space in downtown Gaylord. How long has it been since you were really excited about a cocktail and dining experience? Visit Prohibition on Main Street in Gaylord. Open 4 to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. The adventure begins as soon as you walk in the door. Magical house-made cocktails, unique and savory small plates you won't find anywhere else. Explore Prohibition.com and seriously shake up your social life.
Twin Birch Golf Club in Kalkaska is preparing for a spectacular golf season, and you should too. The Twin Birch Clubhouse restaurant has quickly become a local favorite, with a lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch menu full of classic favorites, made with the freshest ingredients. See all the affordable membership options at twinbirchgolf.com, or save even more when you purchase Twin Birch Golf at qdealsmi.com. qdealsmi.com. See one of Northern Michigan's greatest golf values at twinbirchgolf.com.
GRY, our YouTube and Facebook pages. Jerry Coyne with Ken Griffin from Boyne Golf. Normally we just do a couple of minutes, Ken, but with the weather turning favorably, golf courses opening at Boyne. Driving around now today when we taped this and saw some courses open. Golf is here, baby.
Well, it's nice. Somebody turned the spigot off that we had for 10 days. Okay, so we're drying things out and should be in great shape. The only piece of bad news is the Moore was the first course that we were going to open. We were going to open it, on Friday the 24th. But it does lay a little low, and because of all the rain, that course has been pushed back to May 1 now. So the Moore will open at the same time that the Alpine and the Hills and Crooked Tree open up. So we'll have 4 courses opening on May 1, and then we'll roll the other championship courses up on May 8th. So.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see that. You're right. I think the lowest of all the properties that Boyne has is the Moor. That's why we call it the Moor.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. It kind of all makes sense, but the guys are actually even ahead of where they thought they might have been a couple days ago. But we should be in good shape for May 1 and the opening there. So, but looking forward to it. And then Dune Bray will follow, early June. If we can bump it ahead because of nice weather in May, we will. But, we still have some snow melting off the ski slope that was Dune Bray in the backyard. So those courses will just follow a couple weeks later.
I know you don't have the sheet in front of you, Ken, but is it safe to say that May is probably the most open month for you guys as far as group bookings?
From a group booking standpoint, yes, because people take less risk. I see a couple things going on. One, people, if it's nice, they'll come play. But they want a narrow forecast window. They don't want a 6-month weather window on what's going to happen in May. And I think the other thing too, and I understand it, is that you don't want to come up for a weekend maybe if you don't have a place to stay. You don't want to come up and spend money on lodging and golf until you get a couple rounds in at home. And we understand that. So, you want to get at least a couple warm-up rounds, get the rust knocked off, and then if Mother Nature helps and we can assist with good weather in May, there are some opportunities. But the thing is that as soon as the weather starts to get nice and they can look ahead, then all of a sudden those go away too. Because overall, bookings are running way ahead of last year. And I mean, the last year we were, knock on wood, very fortunate, but another record year. So when we're pacing ahead and we're not even open yet, pacing well ahead and we're not even open yet, if you think you might be coming, I would go ahead and, call the 800 number, get it on the books and let the team of experienced agents help you figure out what you want to do.
Yes, some savvy golf guys that I know, like my brother, he always comes up in May just before Memorial Day because you can get the tee times that you like for the most part and lodging. And then as soon as you flip past Memorial Day, man, it just gets tighter.
Yeah, and there are a lot of weekends that, big group, to your point, in groups. Can we take a big group on a weekend right now? Well, it may be a challenge. I mean, quite frankly, until you get toward the end of the season. But can we get, foursomes and eightsomes and smaller groups in where you need a couple tee times? Yeah, I mean, with 10 championship courses and Dune Bray, we have a lot of opportunities to get you around or move you, or this course may be busy on this day, but not on the next day. So we can typically, and unless we have events, we can typically get you on those courses that you want to play.
What's the story with the Hemlock Open? That's happening on May 2nd. Are you sold out?
We are sold out. Okay.
Okay.
So it's unique, and everybody's like, well, how do you ski and you play golf the same? Well, the skiing at Boyne Mountain all occurs on the front side. So you take teams of 2. We'll take a couple ski runs on the front side, then grab a quick lunch and go to the backside and play a scramble, 9-hole scramble on the backside. You combine the 2 scores. Winning scores are typically somewhere between 65 and 82 is in my memory over the last 15 or 20 years where the winning scores typically come in. So it's kind of a golf score.
Speaking of events, you're going to have year 2 of the Epson event over at Boyne Mountain.
Well, at Boyne Highlands. So,
Boyne Highlands, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but June overall is an extremely busy month. So we kind of start off with the Adidas State Pro-Am up at the Highlands. Okay, that's always the first couple days of the month. And then we do middle of the month. We have the Epson Tour come in. If you haven't seen, I know you had the opportunity to play in a Pro-Am last year.
It's a great time.
If somebody hasn't and they want to play with some of the best women golfers around, there are still some opportunities. There's still a little bit of field open on those 2 days. I don't know which day specifically, but there are still openings. But those opportunities to play, get a foursome together and play with those girls they're outstanding. I mean,
We had the best
Sarah
time.
White, Sarah
Yeah.
White that we sponsor. I mean, the girl hits it 300 off the tee. Not a bad partner to have on your foursome team in a pro-am. But and she's not the only one. I mean, the shot accuracy, just the way
Oh,
they play,
yeah.
just a great opportunity to interact with them. And then the event, come up and watch them. Even if you can't play in a pro-am on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can see these gals just. I mean, it's amazing if you've never watched them.
No doubt about it. And that is open to the public, correct?
Correct, it is.
Yeah.
So, and then there's VIP tickets available to sale to put you in the tent right overlooking the 18th green and some private areas to watch as you go around the course, but especially around 18.
Food and beverage options as well. It's it was a first class operation. I hope they find a spot in their hearts again for us to slide in there. I'll have to get with the Great Lakes. What's the name of the organization?
Well, the Great Lakes Sports Commission, but it's the Great Lakes Championship is the Epsom Tour stop, but the group behind it is charged with bringing these type of events to Northern Michigan, and so it's the Great Lakes Sports Commission.
Great Lakes Sports Commission. Yeah, we will be having them on here in the next couple of weeks to update everybody and see if they can get in one of those foursomes. Ken, we're really excited about being able to play golf again. And we want to send people over to BoyneGolf.com to book the tee times, or better yet, we don't want to forget how great your reservation specialists are on the phone.
No, the reservations team, I mean, when you have so many, we have over 3,000 beds, we have 120 different room types. We can find something for whatever your group size is. And part of the reason that the phones keep ringing and the girls are staying busy too is, once again, we were fortunate. USA Today awards came out. I know Pure Michigan did a press release. Actually, like you said, we're recording in the middle of the week. They did a press release today talking about all the great golf in Michigan and specifically in Northern Michigan. So you've got Petoskey was a number 5 golf destination. You've got the Upper Peninsula was the number 1 golf destination. We were the number 3 golf resort in the U.S. And for courses, Black Lake up here, as well as the Cardinal downstate. But, Michigan's just issued a press release. So people nationally, people want to know why it's so hard to get a tee time compared to how it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Well, it's because there's national awareness of how great the golf is. All your listeners are fortunate. They got a couple-hour drive, not a plane ride to get here. You just have to maybe book your tee times a little earlier. And, to come right back, yes, we have, I believe, the best golf experience agents in the business, trying to get you what you want, not what we just have available to sale, but they will try and match everything up so you get to play the courses you want. They make logical sense, especially if you don't know, so of how to, give you enough time to get from one course to the other course in between rounds, and where's the best place to stay, and maybe even some food and beverage recommendations on and off property.
Ken Griffin from BoyneGolf.com. Thanks for joining us here on Finding Fairways on Up North Sports Radio. We'll be with you again next week.
Jerry, it's great talking to you. Thanks for your time.
Quit wasting time putting around and meet us at Wild Bluff Golf Course in Brimley, Michigan. Wild Bluff is a championship golf course with breathtaking views overlooking Lake Superior, with a full-length driving range, chipping area, and large putting green. Visit our fully stocked pro shop for featured golf apparel and equipment, or come to the loft to wine and dine like a pro. Like us on Facebook or visit BayMillsCasinos.com for more information. Your fairway to heaven starts here.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination. Breathe in the glacial carved canvas of northern Michigan's finest golf courses and have your breath taken away by scenic vistas from tee to green. The perfect place to perfect your game in more ways than one. The waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. Escape every day. Discover the magic of 90 holes at one resort. Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
Grandview Golf Club in Kalkaska has set the standard for the best value golf in northern Michigan. Grandview has all the amazing golf vistas you expect in the pricey resorts without the pricey. Incredible season membership rates and ladies and men's leagues are now forming. Visit GrandviewGolfNorth.com to play your new favorite track. The newly renovated clubhouse with full bar and simulators is open and makes Grandview Golf Club an unforgettable golf experience. Call 231-258-3244 to play today. Jerry Boyne zooming in with Lindsay Southwell, the marketing director at Shanty Creek Resort. And Lindsay, golf finally is here.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait.
I know you love working for Shanty Creek because there's a lot of perks.
Yes. One of them being free golf for me. So this is the season I've been waiting for.
A number of the courses opened up on Friday. Give us that breakdown, please.
Yeah. So Friday, Hawkseye and Summit opened, and then this coming Wednesday, the Legend will open, and then Thursday, Cedar River will be opening. So we've kind of staggered them out a little bit so you can get your rounds in and then play a couple more as the week goes on.
Well, it's such a fantastic collection of golf courses. It's one of the things we love best about Shanty Creek. You know, you've got the great ski season. I love that. You know, we talk about it all the time on Friday Face Off, but you know, I'm a golfer, and I've told you many times, Cedar River is my absolute favorite course to play in northern Michigan.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone there, Jerry. You know, Cedar River, it's my favorite, and I think many others would say it's their favorite. But, a close second being Hawkseye. It's right across the 12th fairway from Cedar River, built very similarly. And I just find that to be a course that is really underrated and underappreciated because the landscape is fantastic. It's very challenging, but still a really, really fun play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's some really unique holes at Hawkseye that I've come to appreciate. You know, I guess there's a lot of things that make Cedar River so special. Tom Weiskopf is a big name in design. He's got his sister course, Forest Dunes, up here, which really helps cement northern Michigan as a great golf destination. But, you know, you guys put a lot of money into Hawkseye. Unfortunately, it had kind of fallen into a little disrepair. And so I think it's probably taken a little bit of time for people to circle back and figure out what a great course it is and what a bargain.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. You know, like you said, it was owned by an individual owner before we purchased it. So just, he didn't have the money to maintain it the way it should be.
No.
And we've really taken it under the Shanty Creek umbrella and really elevated it to the level of course play that we have come to be familiar with at Shanty Creek.
Well, I don't want to leave the Legend behind. I hadn't played it in so long. I played it last year. I think the thing about the Legend, that was the first course that really blew up Northern Michigan resort golf. There are a couple of holes that are pretty difficult to play there.
We're thinking of number two, right, Jerry? Number two?
There's a few that are... I'm glad I played it, and I'm going to add it into my rotation. But hey, look at Cedar River. None of those courses are easy. It's not like you're going to go out there and shoot. Oh, I'm going to shoot 62 today. If I walk off the 14th hole, maybe. But
right.
And then the Shush Mountain course is just a hidden gem.
It really is. What I love most about Shush is it's just like, you feel like you are in the middle of nowhere, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Super picturesque and scenic. You're going to, I've had deer run across the fairway and into the sand traps in front of me, turkeys, the whole 9 yards. It really feels like you're just like playing out in the woods, right? And it plays very differently. The nines were built separately. Back when it was started in the 60s and 70s. And so you get two very different playing experiences wrapped within one course.
Yeah, it doesn't have the elevation changes that the other courses have, but you got the river that goes through a number of the holes there and really kind of frame the fairways. And,
Mhm.
it's just the whole golf experience. You can come and spend the weekend or midweek trips and get a different golf experience every single time out.
Absolutely. One thing I do want to say about Shush, though, I'm sure you're not familiar with it at all, but the rough on Shush is the worst roughs at the resort. So, man, if you hit that rough, forget about it. But I'm sure you're not familiar with that at all.
No, it's the way the tree lines are, and so some of the rough grows really, really long. That's why they call it the rough, Lindsay.
Well, I'm never
It's
in it,
not
so
the
I wouldn't
it's
know.
not the easy. They don't call it the easy.
Yeah, if only the whole course could be. But you're right. That really the 5 different course experiences. It's a fantastic thing for all golf groups. You might have buddies who aren't so great. You might have buddies that are,
Oh yeah.
beyond, zero handicap, scratch golfers. And both of them can find a course here that they love, that they can play. And like you said, they are challenging courses, but they aren't so challenging that you just feel like you're beat up when you play it.
No, or you
No
you,
one
you
likes
got to pick.
that,
No, you got to pick the right tee on some of them. I mean,
right?
when I filmed last year at Cedar River before they had the Michigan Open, I played a practice round with two winners of the Michigan Open.
Oh,
Yeah, with J.R. Roth and I had to go all the way back.
oh boy.
And
That's almost 7,000 yards from the tip.
it's a different animal back there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't say I've done that.
In some ways, it's easier because you don't hit to the trouble.
Can't get that far unless
So,
you're one of those pros.
and you're right. And we haven't even talked about Summit, which, especially for locals, is such a good course to bring the family out. And because it doesn't get as much play, it's certainly the easiest of the 5 courses. But nobody ever gets upset if the group in front of them is a husband and a wife and a couple of young kids, because that's kind of how that course has been developed now.
Yeah. They've put a lot of work into making it a lot more friendly for especially beginners, right? The
Yeah.
greens on that course are insane. The tee shots, the fairway shots, like those are pretty easy. See it as you get it. But the greens are like another beast there. And I am a family of golfers. My 2 sons
Yep.
and my husband and I will go and play on a Sunday afternoon. And it's fantastic for them because, like you said, there's no pressure from others to keep it moving, or like people are expecting it. It's a much more casual playing experience, but we need those in our lives too, right?
Yeah. But we kind of buried the lead because right now you guys have such an incredible deal happening on any of the great golf courses at Shanty Creek. The phones have got to have been ringing off the hook.
Absolutely, they have been. It's something we've been doing the last few years. We are calling it our spring special, which is $39 tee times on any of our courses. So if you want to play
Yeah.
Wise Cup Cedar River, you want to play Hawkseye, Legend, Summit, or Shush, it's a great deal for all the courses. And really, yeah, like the tee times have been filling up definitely on weekends, but there is a lot of midweek that if you can make it happen, it is worth it. We started this special as, it's the beginning of the season. We're all, just getting warmed up, starting our golf game back up again. But it's really turned into a really special time, a really energizing time on the courses because everyone's just like, finally it's here and I get great golf at a great price.
Well, we know that a lot of people don't book, big golf trips at the end of April and into May for the most part. Some guys are
For the most
pretty
part.
smart. I mean, if you wanted to get a group of guys and come up, you can book any of the tee times right now. Is it till May 21st, Lindsay? Is that the right date?
It's May 12th.
May
May
12th. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a small window, 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And, but it's still great golf.
Oh, God, yeah.
All this rain that we've gotten, those courses have greened right up. They're in fantastic shape. We didn't have any issues with any of the flooding or anything. So the courses have really shaped up really nicely just in this past week or two. And so we're ready to play. Come on out.
That's absolutely right. So how do they can book any of these tee times online, right?
Yep, you can just go to shantycreek.com and book the tee times. The rates are already set. There's no promo codes or anything like that. So if you're thinking about golfing and you're looking at the weather forecast and you see something that might work for you, you should definitely scoop it up.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about all the great dining options at each of the locations.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there because the 19th hole is almost as important as all the other 18 combined.
Absolutely, it is.
Lindsay Southwell from our good friends at Shanty Creek and on Finding Fairways here on Up North Sports Radio and our YouTube and Facebook pages. We'll see you out on the links real soon.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Imagine your ultimate golf experience. There's a good chance it's Michigan's Magnificent 11. 11 spectacular courses from Boyne Golf, varied in both topography and play. Boyne Golf was named the #1 best golf destination in USA Today Reader's Choice 2025. And the Highlands at Harbor Springs is the #2 golf resort in that same USA Today poll. The ultimate golf experience. That's Michigan's Magnificent 11.
Twin Birch Golf Club in Kalkaska is preparing for a spectacular golf season, and you should too. The Twin Birch Clubhouse restaurant has quickly become a local favorite with a lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch menu full of classic favorites, made with the freshest ingredients. See all the affordable membership options at twinbirchgolf.com or save even more when you purchase Twin Birch Golf at qdealsmi.com. qdealsmi.com. See one of Northern Michigan's greatest golf values at twinbirchgolf.com.
Ian Murphy from the Iron Pig here. We spent a lot of time reinventing our space in downtown Gaylord. How long has it been since you were really excited about a cocktail and dining experience? Visit Prohibition on Main Street in Gaylord, open 4 to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. The adventure begins as soon as you walk in the door. Magical house-made cocktails, unique and savory small plates you won't find anywhere else. Explore Prohibition.com and seriously shake up your social life.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination. Breathe in the glacial carved canvas of Northern Michigan's finest golf courses and have your breath taken away by scenic vistas from tee to green. The perfect place to perfect your game in more ways than one. The waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. Escape every day. Discover the magic of 90 holes at one resort. Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
It's time to check in with our good friends at Wild Bluffs Golf Course at Bay Mills Resort and Casino. Matt Phipps in his office. Got the crew out there picking up sticks already.
Yep, we're getting to it. Snow's leaving slowly but surely.
Well, I know that you still do have a little bit of snow on the course, Matt, but you're doing the calculations and you've got an opening day.
Yeah, May 15th, Friday, May 15th, we'll be ready to go.
Good to start on a Friday.
Yeah, we always try to start on a good Friday there. So yeah, looking good.
Do you put together any kind of events for that opening weekend?
We do have our opening scramble, the 2-man scramble on the 16th, which is usually a week or so after we open, but this year it's going to be the day after we open. So getting out to it right away.
How do people get registered for that?
Just give us a call. We'll start taking sign-ups on May the 1st. So any time between now and then, you can call and leave a message, and we'll call you back. But on starting May 1st, we'll start answering the phones on the regular.
Is that a 2-man 9-hole or 18-hole scramble?
That's 18-hole, 2-person
really?
scramble.
Okay.
And yep, have a little meal after. Good little kickoff event. Get everybody back in the swing.
Hell yeah. Don't have to count every shot. Count on your
Absolutely,
partner
yeah.
when you
Yeah.
I'm really tired of that for having to say that. Play hard, partner.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
So, the excited to hear that. I can't wait to get up. We're going to do a few things up there as soon as your nice schedule can merge together and do a whole bunch of video segments on each and every hole out at Wild Bluffs. Give all the fans here on Finding Fairways a real good look at each one of the fairways and green complexes at Wild Bluffs.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. The hotel has been humming. I know with the weather change, the weekends have been getting pretty busy at the hotel too.
Yeah. Starting to stack up over there for rooms for sure. So if you're looking for a weekend trip up here, I probably wouldn't wait on the rooms.
No. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we do this each and every week, folks, especially golf trip weekends or, a couple of weekends, because the spa there is fantastic. So maybe the wives don't play golf. Maybe they like to gamble and get a little facial and a massage while the guys are out on the golf course. Or hell, the way things are these days could be the opposite way around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies out on the golf course, the guys in the casino and the sports book.
Yeah, that's right. Lots to do.
Matt, what's the phone number to sign up for the 2-man scramble on opening weekend?
906-248-5860. Gets you right to the pro shop here.
And the website, sir?
I'm sorry?
The website.
baymillscasino.com.
Yep. And then there's a tab for Wild Bluffs. So,
Yes,
Matt, look forward to really getting that golf course open and talk about the wonderful total package that you have out there at Wild Bluffs and Bay Mills.
Sounds great.
All right. We'll be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by Bay Mills Resort and Casino. All right, bud.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it. Catch you later.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Up North Sports Radio, 101.1 WGRY. Jerry Coyne behind the camera with Mike and Mitch Dunn here at Grandview Golf Club. Other than the beards, you could tell these guys are identical twins. They manage and own Grandview Golf, and guys, we had you on last year. We were waiting for this magnificent simulators to get done, and it was well worth the wait.
Absolutely, yes. It was a long time coming, but they're great. Extremely fun to play on, and I could never enjoy beating you as much as I did this winter. So that was
no way.
That's my word. Yes.
Well, we want to find out who's the golfer and who's the chef.
I would like to think I'm both, but that's again, no, but they're incredible. It was a long time coming, long project, ton of delays, and it was worth it. We're super excited to get through the summer, stay busy, and see what the advertising during the foot traffic in the summer, and get to the fall and hopefully exceed in the men's league numbers and things like that. So
yeah, we had how many guys do we end up, Mike, having in this quick little winter league that we put together?
We had 24, 26, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was. We didn't have a lot of time to advertise it, and we just kind of pushed it. Within a week, we had about 26 guys. So I think it was pretty good for the time span.
Yeah, we had a short window to put it in. I mean, what do we get? 2 weeks left to the league, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, it's, it was just a short trial thing. So.
But I wanted to get, this is the latest and greatest technology, TrackMan simulator. And so we're going to have Mike hit a couple of shots here. If you haven't seen this stuff, and I know a lot of you Finding Fairway fans and listeners have seen this. Now, obviously, on the radio, this is going to look a little. I'm going to try to describe this as best I can.
Yes.
But we're here on the range, the TrackMan range. The best thing about it is all the data. I'll shut up while Mike.
This is like the most data you're going to get out of
Oh, yeah.
the sim. So.
And he striped this the 7-iron straight down the middle. 150. That's it. 150.
I'm a little worried, man.
That's what I hit my 7-iron. That is pathetic. And you know how bad I'm doing in the league. All right, and ramp it up there, Tin Cup. Oh, he hooded that a little bit. That's worse than the last one. Okay. Anyways, that's all we wanted. No, that's fine. Like I said, this doesn't work that great on the radio part of things.
Yeah. Yes.
But we definitely want to get folks out here and see. I mean, just the magnificent wood paneling, the way the entire bar and grill is turned out. It's when we get full-fledged summer out here and the deck's open, you're going to have tables, picnic tables, and out there on the side. So come on and sit down, guys. What a beautiful day for golf. How many, right, as soon as the high school kids got done, you've got a lot of guys out there.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody's chomping at the bit to get out. You know?
Oh, God, yes. All right, let me just... Let's, since we haven't been on in a couple of months, let's talk really briefly about you guys taking over the ownership of the golf course a couple of years ago and what's happened at Grandview since then.
Okay. Yes, this is coming into our 5th season.
Okay.
We have done course renovations. Those have been minor compared to the actual building.
Right.
The building has been completely redone, outside and in.
Yep.
We are priding ourselves on a very upscale, up north experience when it comes to golf. We're excited. We've added a new summer menu with different options if you're craving seafood tacos to more traditional club sandwiches, things like that. But I can say with confidence that the course and the restaurant is a complete 180 from what it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, burgers, beers, and brats, when guys turn to a full dining experience. You guys have been doing a lot of specials leading up to, through the Easter season, which was pretty cool. And you already, I think probably what the genesis of improving this whole thing is you already had a reputation and a built-in audience, and that's just kind of spread to throughout Kalkaska and Grayling and the surrounding areas now.
Yeah, I feel that we, especially during the weekends, we get a lot of out-of-towners.
Oh yeah.
So word's traveling. We're just we're trying to, like you said, just upscale it a little bit from what it was. But as far as we got new equipment for cards, new menu. I mean, everything's.
Yeah, the new cards.
They are a luxury experience. They are.
I hope we have enough of them.
Yes, I did add 8 to the fleet, so I made that decision. But yeah, we're just. I think we're both in agreement that it's just more about the not so much the necessities, because we were past that part. We were surviving for so long, and as the projects are continuing, you're just trying to appease customers.
But now the whole golf experience, as far as how much better the greens were last year, and the home maintenance, and I know you guys are out there on tractors and
this guy right here.
Done a lot of work to keep it going. You were talking about, especially on weekends, how many people. I was kind of goofing on the carts because you had to wait for carts to come in to get the later afternoon rounds in, especially since people were willing to tee it up at 5, 6 o'clock at night.
Yes.
it's just that didn't happen 3 years ago.
Yeah, and I think adapting, we've had multiple conversations. 5 years ago, we didn't have a starter ranger staff.
Right.
And we've had to adapt to that, and it seems like every season they stay later and later, and it just, golf has grown, and we've had to adapt.
All more retirees wanting, okay, I'll be a ranger, I
Yes.
get my free round of golf.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, yeah, it's growing. It's growing every year. It stuns what you think is going to happen.
Yes.
So the course is open now. Obviously, we had a whole bunch of high school kids playing, and then guys and gals heading off on tee times. What's the league? You know, we had the simulator league. Now we're coming into league season. What's going on with that?
So we first Wednesday in May always is when it starts.
Okay.
You can go on the website grandviewgolfnorth.com and
Right.
sign up right now, or you can call the pro shop. They'll hook you up. And it is, if you enjoy a very casual league with a little bit of competition, you will be at home.
Some of it's more competition than you're making it out. But those are the guys that have been around for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's you know, we have it's flighted, so
Yeah.
you have your flights, but
First flight's always going to be a little bit more.
yeah, I mean you got your players out here still.
Yeah.
That smacking around. So yeah, I mean if like what he said, I mean if you're looking for a good time but a competitive time and you're looking for a place to go.
How much? I mean, you've got to be at least 50-70% full up on.
I'm right now. I have a flight that I need to fill, so there's about 8 spots or so.
Okay, there you go, folks.
So yeah.
And we have a women's league, right?
We do.
Okay.
Mondays.
How's that?
Filling
out.
Grown tremendously
yes.
too.
Well, that has been probably the biggest growth in golf is women and families.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yes.
they went from barely ever having 2 tee times, which like 8 girls, they are up to like 24 now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, very, very nice.
That's why you have the nice wines now. But
Absolutely.
Started asking for it. All right,
I'm for myself now and again, but yes, absolutely.
Yeah, every part of it is just in golf in general. Every part of it is just growing so fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yes.
The the memberships.
Yes.
So you guys are offering memberships, and so the earlier you get in, obviously, the more advantageous it is to take advantage of it. So
Yeah.
give us an idea of like.
Yeah, so we have basically 2 standard memberships, and one is just a singles membership, and it's $5.99 for the year, and you just pay for the carts that you use. So it's $10 for 9, 20 for 18, and we keep it affordable.
Is there any limitations to that?
No.
That's
No.
Sometimes these memberships are just week only.
Yeah, it comes with unlimited range balls. There's no restrictions on the weekends or anything. And then basically, the second membership that is a go-to for most of the retirees around here is the couples membership.
Okay.
And that's $7.99 for the year, and same concept. It's 10 for 9 and 20 for 18 for the cart. So
wow,
super affordable. For
yeah, I'm sure the retirees are wearing that.
Yeah, that's our main sell. The couples membership is our main selling membership. We have through the week we have a lot of retirees.
Yeah.
So.
But we do. I mean, there was, like you said, there's a lot of room on the tee sheets. We'll see how this goes as the year goes on, because man, by July and August, it was hard to. We couldn't walk on the weekends.
No, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was absolutely crazy. I mean, we were half an hour behind on waiting for cards. I mean, it was just absolutely wild.
So we got new cards, added cards.
Yes.
And then, well, you know, if you gotta wait and there's no room at the driving range, you can hit the Sims.
Yep.
Now all I'm waiting for is the gigantic putting green. When is that coming? Never mind. The putting green outside is just fine. You want to be on natural grass.
Yes, absolutely.
Collect that.
Yes.
I'm just giving these guys crap. I've gotten to know them pretty well.
So yeah, I mean, it's an exciting year. This is going to be a really good year for. I mean, everybody who's been a part of it knows how far it's come, and I'm excited for them to see it all.
Yes. And then your brother's getting married out here.
He is. That's something I didn't see coming.
Busy. Wow. Busy summer.
Mitch, are you going to do the cooking for your own wedding.
No, will not lift a finger. No, not happening. So,
Yeah, no, congratulations. I know it's been a long time coming, and then we'll see what happens at the end of this year, because as we talked about, there's some potential for growth.
yes,
That a little bit down the road could be super exciting.
yes, absolutely.
Once again, the website is
Grandviewgolf.com.
Mike. What's the phone number here in the pro shop?
It's 258-3244, and
That's 213.
yeah, 231.
Yeah, 231.
258-3244, and I'm answering phones from 6:30 in the morning until 10 at night. So you just give me a call whenever. So
Should I ask if you put together one of those cheap rounds on Golf Now?
Oh, the group golfer?
Yeah.
Yes, we did run a group golfer special, and
Probably sold out already.
we just sold over 3,800 rounds.
Okay.
So that was just as successful last year.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. I mean, we were shocked both years in a row. It's been crazy.
oh yes, we still stuck with Golf Now, so there are a ton of hot deals on there.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, check every day. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, that's going to do it from us here at Grandview Golf Club. As we like to say, find a fairway of your own, stick a peg in the ground, and pound it down the middle here at the first tee at Grandview. We'll be back next week here on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways, brought to us by BoyneGolf.com.